This episode is brought to you by Buy My Stuff on eBay. Yes, you too can buy my stuff from eBay. Simply search for the seller, Tin Dog Podcast, and you can own some rare and collectible items. From the same people who brought you Buy My Books on Amazon. Check the show notes for a direct link.
Scanning for audio.
Hello everyone, happy Monday. Let's do some quizzing. This time it's the adventures of the Sixth Doctor. Oh yeah, let's do this. Remember, as always, the questions predate the existence of Big Finish, and this book was published in 1985, so anything you know beyond that is useless. Let's begin. Question 1. What was the time lash? The answer to question 1. The time lash is a time travel device of the Borad's design on Karfel, which is used by the Karfenons as a mean of banishing undesirable persons from their society. Yeah, bet you didn't say it like that. Did you say something a bit glittery? What is the official colour of mourning on Necros? That's question 2. What is the official colour of mourning on Necros? And the answer to question 2 is blue. Now, the book also goes on to say the custom on this planet also dictated that women's legs are to be covered at all time. There is no reason for them to have written that. They could have just said blue. Question 3. Arriving on Earth in the 19th century England with Perry and the Doctor detecting a disturbance in the time continuum. What was causing it? The answer to question 3 is the energies emitted from the TARDISes of the Rani and the Master. Question 4. Why was Jondar sentenced to execution on Varos? And as a sub-question, because it's the same one, what was to be his manner of execution? They're both question 4. The answer to question 4. For rebelling against the accepted government of Varos, Jondar was sentenced to death by laser obliteration. After he had been saved by the Doctor, he was subsequently condemned to death by hanging. All this was a ruse on the part of the governor to persuade the Doctor and Jondar to cooperate. That is a very long answer. Okay. Name the 2 sons of Professor Sylvester. And what was unusual about them? And the answer to question 5, and I know that some of you were very sarcastic about the second part of the answer, is Romulus and Remus. And the second part that is written in the book is, they were mathematical geniuses. I will of course accept any of the other answers that you came up with in your sarcastic way. Question 6, who was Chesney? Chensey? Chessene. Oh, yes, sorry, I've just got it now. And the answer is the Androgam on Dastari's spaceship, who Dastari operated on 9 times, technically augmenting her, so she was a mega genius. Or the answer is, isn't it that woman out of Blake 7? Sorry about that. Oh, and how did she die? Question 7. She fell victim of molecular disintegration when she attempted to escape the Doctor by operating the Kartzreimer time capsule, which had not been fully primed by the Doctor. She was tricked when she climbed into the shiny box. Question 8. Emerging from a Contron tunnel, the TARDIS's console was briefly invaded by a phantom. Who was the phantom? Venner, who had fallen through the time lash and was travelling to 19th century Earth. Question 9. Which planet in the constellation of Ceres has been visited by the Doctor and Perry? And the answer to question 9 is Varos. Question 10. Who was Lieutenant or Lieutenant Hugo Lang? I'm just saying what it's written down here, okay? The Earth lieutenant who was dispatched to search for the missing Sylvester twins, Romulus and Remus, and help the Sixth Doctor in his battle against Mestor and Jocanda. Time for question 11. What was to be found in the catacombs of Necros? This is question 11. And the answer as written is the bodies of men and women who had opted to be put into suspended animation until such time when a cure for their terminal disease could be found, and of course Davros and his Daleks. Let's do question 12. What are the peculiar properties of Muscosine 80? Oh, I'm sorry about this. Okay, let's do that one. Apart from emitting an odour which is extremely attractive to the Morlocks of Carfell, it can also precipitate tissue amalgamation between two different species. That's how you end up with the Borad. Okay, missed one out. Let's go back. Question 12 was, what is a Gumblejack? And of course you know the answer to question 12 is a fish. The Varosans, this is question 14. Where did the TARDIS materialise when the Doctor attempted to take Perry to Kew Gardens, and why did it materialise in this location? And the answer to question 14 is, in the middle of a slag heap in 19th century Earth, the TARDIS had been diverted off course by the Master. Question 15. The Varosians had a most unusual and highly effective method of registering their disapproval for their governor. What is it? And I will not take the answer is they had Twitter. The answer to 15 is, should the governor pursue an unpopular policy, the Varosians could, by system of referenda, choose to end the governor's life by cell degeneration. Basically got disintegrated. Question 16. Jocanda was once a green and beautiful planet. What had caused the terrible devastation witnessed by the Doctor and Perry when the TARDIS brought them to that planet? And the answer to question 16 is the giant gastropods. The giant gastropods. Question 17. Who attempted to pay for a gourmet meal with a 20 Nog note? And of course the answer is Shockeye. Shockeye of the Quonsing Greg. Question 18. In what immediate wake of his... Question 18 again. In the immediate wake of the fifth regeneration, and racked with guilt at his attempt to murder Perry, the Doctor decided to become a hermit and atone for his crimes in the most desolate place in the universe. Where did he travel to? See, you've forgotten, haven't you? The answer to question 18 is the most desolate place in the universe is called Titan 3. Question 19. Name the Knight of the Grand Order of Oberon whom the Doctor met on Necros. And why had the knight come to the planet? And the answer, of course, is Orsini. Although at the time he was temporarily excommunicated from the Order, he'd come to Necros at Kara's request to kill Davros. Question 20. Who was Magellan? Or Magellan? Not quite sure because I can't really remember. Number 20. The answer is a scientist and one-time friend of the Doctor whose unethical experiments with the Morlocks and Karfel forced the Third Doctor to report him to Karfel's inner sanctum. Following an accident with Mustacosian 18, he'd become the Borad, the dictator of Karfel, until he was defeated by the Sixth Doctor. This is a story that has never been made by Big Finish at all. And it could be. It really could. Right, that's the end of this week's Doctor Who Classic Quiz taken from the 1980s books. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll come back with more proper reviews very soon. Until next time, be seeing you. Why did I say it like that? Be seeing you.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. All topics discussed are the intellectual property of the copyright owners. No infringement is intended. Why not follow the show on Blue Sky at tindogpodcast.bsky.social. If you've enjoyed this podcast on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.